Hello, beautiful souls. I want to open up this video with deep gratitude and appreciation that, I get to do this. This space over here with my candle, with the camera, and through social media. No matter what is going on in my life, how lost, how fearful, anxious, uncertain that I feel, when I come here just over here, I don't know what it is. I don't know what God is building through this, but it feels peaceful. It feels so peaceful. It feels like, it's it feels so peaceful. I don't know how to describe that sensation, but it's so good that because I get to be fully honest. Like, if you have a space in your life when you can be fully honest and authentic and rawest form, the peace that you feel like, okay, I do not have to pretend to be anything over here. I do not have to be, yeah, I can just be fully me. I can express my rawest emotions. It feels like that, and it's just so beautiful. Um, yeah. So, the number one message that I want to give here is that I feel like very disoriented right now. Just give me a moment to get myself back into that zone of magic. Yeah. Spirit guides of highest good, just come here and guide me, speak through me, Mother Earth. What do you want to speak to your children or want to know them? Let them know through me. I am here. Okay, I'm here as your instrument. Ah, magic. I just heard magic. I keep hearing magic. Okay. So number one message, it's gonna be for women, it's gonna be for men as well, it's gonna be for children as well, which is that if we are surrounded by adults or people who are constantly shouting at us, it is not normal. It is not okay, and it is really not normal. So if you are surrounded by people who are constantly shouting at you, it is not okay. It is not okay in your home. If there is like constant shouting going on, it is not okay. Really not okay. It's not healthy. And when you constantly put yourself in that environment where people are being violent like that, oh my god, it's not good for you. It is not good for you. It takes toll on your mental health, and we as people want to create a safer world. We as people need to come together and in our heart hold the intention for safety and warmth. And safety does not, people, someone shouting at you, it's not safety, it's not warmth, it's not love. Okay, people, if there are disagreements, if there is, you know different opinions, it can be resolved through communication. And true communication, honest communication, can only happen when both the parties are feeling safe enough to bring their views, to bring their fears, to bring their needs. There has to be safety to for an honesty and vulnerability and genuine resolve to occur. Okay, and so this violent behavior of shouting is not okay. So many of us grew up like that, and today I knew I had to talk about this because, and it just, Mother Earth also wanted to bring it into the picture. Yesterday I saw a reel. Yeah, in that, someone, um, I don't remember his name. This guy who is like a really big author, Ankur Valia. I don't know. I don't. He wrote that book called Do Epic Shit. Yeah. So an interviewer asked him, "What is the boundary that you have now? That you have recently bought in your life?" And he said that if someone is shouting at me, yelling at me, I will just not listen to them. Cool. Now, today, I watched this reel yesterday. Today, I was going on my evening walk and I play with these children that I have been playing with in the last 5 years. And this is my downtime feels like, my refreshment time feels like just playing with children, all these childhood games, okay? And so I go there and I was calling them, and there's this guy who is bigger than me, thicker than me, stronger than me, okay? And he comes and he yells at a kid in a very and over just to scare them. His intention was, look how powerful I am, I can scare you, okay? And I was standing behind and I saw him doing that, and I very, because he is the strong guy and all of that, of course I will not fight him. I can't, okay? And I just, but I also love that child. So, and I wanted her to feel safe, and she was a little girl. So I just went and I told that guy, please don't shout at a child. And I said it in a very loving way, you know. And he then shouts at me like, hey, who are you? And he started to talk to me in a very rude way, in a very impolite, and I can't, the yeah, and I got, and that child, those children were wanting, what is happening with children, that is a reflection of what is happening through a child, because children are very vulnerable. Their fears, their worries, their anxieties, if we and their needs, if we truly listen to them, we will understand what we need, what our fears are, what is worrying us, what our needs are. And yesterday also, when I was going for a walk, there was this little girl, and she tells her mother like, mommy, I want to go and touch Jyoti. She just wanted to, she liked it. And how we, when we like somebody, we want the touch, that hug, we want that. And so she expressed her to her mother, and her mother said, okay, go touch her. And then she came and she just touched me like this one time and went away. And few minutes later again came back and she said, I want to touch you. And I was like, what? Anyway, you guys, we have to listen to what is happening to the children around us. And it can be very, because it will show us our own fears, our own vulnerabilities. My personal fear, yes, I am very afraid of being like, I don't know, I just get very scared. What if life, how they just had to, our mothers and all the women around me that I see, they had to, the situations in their life were such, or they couldn't see the way out, they had to settle in with the men, with the husbands and the brothers and the fathers and the uncles who were very violent and disrespectful. It's really painful, and I am afraid of that happening. That's my fear, and that is the fear of the children. Like, why are we surrounded by these adults who are constantly shouting at us like that? It's not good. And then I was just scared, and angry. Then I'm like, and anger can, if we don't know how to deal with our anger and our frustrations in a healthy way, you guys, we become violent. We start to act like terrorists, and that causes war. That's war that is going on within us, in our environments, in our homes. It's now happening at a bigger level. That's why they say that creating your peace, creating your heaven on earth, it's the beautiful service that you do for yourself, for everyone around you, and for this world. Your peace, your harmony, you getting in good health, good shape, good relationships, good friendships. And also, as a woman, if you are surrounded by men who are constantly belittling you, shouting at you on a day-to-day basis, it kills your confidence. It makes you feel like you're not worthy of anything good happening. I am dealing with that fear and moving through it. Like I feel like, oh my God, I will never get a good man because I never had it. My mom never had it. Nobody in my family experienced healthy love, healthy friendships. The energy in the relationships, has been of panic and fear and chaos. And to step out of that energy, it feels impossible when everyone is surrounded by that. So it feels like, is gonna be my life as well? And I get that helplessness, I get that powerlessness. Okay, I get it, and I know that spirit has put me in front of the camera to bring out this powerlessness and helplessness, that we are facing internally. And how do we create that safety? How do we create that peace? Through the daily prayer, through really daily prayer, and just becoming very sincere towards our connection with God, and becoming so strong, like within you. And you're not gonna be doing it by yourself all alone. When you have a desire, it's like somehow, some way, something will work out for you. Yeah, somehow, some way, something will work out for you. Something so beautiful that it will bring that peace for you, that safety for you. And it's gonna be really beautiful. Okay? And you have to know, what I was about to say, that you have to be strong enough, what I meant was, when you know that there is no peace there, do not go there. Why are you going there? I know you are a soft-hearted person, you have empathy, so you want to give people second chances, and you want to give people second chances even when they are walking all over you again and again and disrespecting you again and again. They are not acknowledging your softness, your love, your kindness, your pure heart. So why are you going there? They are taking advantage of it. If you had a child as innocent as you, as pure hearted as you, as full of love as you, who is building, that child is always praying for the highest good, building good habits, wants to do good in their life, and they are doing all these things in their personal life. You see that. So would you want that child to go to the places and the environments wherein it is being taken advantage of, wherein it is worth its worth is not being acknowledged. You wouldn't want them to go there. You would not want your children to go play with in around adults or other children, or in an environment where it is not being loved properly, it is not being appreciated properly. You wouldn't want to do that to that child. So do not even do it to yourself. Do not take yourself to place where you're not being honored or loved. And most of the times we have this, like, okay, then how will I find my people? How will I find my tribe? How will I find my friends? How will I find a good partner and all? We all have that kind of confusion, right? When, and if you are going to be watching my yesterday's video or day before yesterday, I said, like, when we consistently keep saying no to something that is not for us, God opens the door for us to like, for like, God opens the door for us, the door that is for us, like the the door, how do I say it, just the God will open the doors of the room that we are meant to walk into. Okay, when we consistently say no to people, no to places, no to the way of making money that does not feel aligned, the way of, yeah, when we are being treated in a very bare minimum way and we say no to it consistently, we will be led, or what is for us will be led to us. Okay, so yeah, very powerful message. Book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me for deeper levels of intuitive, psychic, or spiritual guidance. You can get into my 12 weeks of mentorship. If you want to dive deep into your shame, fear, guilt, limiting beliefs that are keeping you small, keeping you afraid, and like the ancestral patterns and the shame that is stopping you from stepping into your power and your purpose. So in 12 weeks, magic, like, we will step into our magic, our purpose, our creative gifts, our glow up, the inner glow up and outer glow up. Link of everything is in my bio. And something that is coming up is that, affirm to yourself, if something is not peaceful, I would not go there. If something does not feel peaceful, I would not go there. If something does not feel loving, warm, peaceful, and it is not reflecting God energy, I will not go there. Like, yeah, our intention should be that every area of our life must reflect that God energy back to us. And what does God energy looks like, feels like? It's like when you are in nature and you are looking at, like, how sunrise feels like. That's what is gonna, God energy is gonna feel like. You would not have to be scared and all of those things, when you are around that God energy. So you're meant to be living in an environment around people that feels like, yeah, that God energy, godly energy, warm, loving. Okay. And I have my magic paintings that brings big magic into your life. This painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother, thank you for guiding me, thank you for leading my way. The power of this painting is that when you start to live around it, you will start to walk in this world very bravely, courageously, confidently, in a way that will reflect, the power, the magic, the money, the love that God wants you to live in. So you would start to move in this world in that energy, like going towards the love that God wants you to have, going towards the money and career and the fulfillment and the peace that God wants you to have in your life. It's just some power in this magic painting. I have been living around it. I have experienced the peace, it's just the guidance. It's unexplainable. The magic is truly unexplainable. You have to experience it yourself. The fridge magnets of these paintings are currently available. Link of that is in my bio. And you can also hire me, and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. The painting that will bring high vibrational magic, positive shifts, extraordinary magic, energies of good health, success, deeper levels of self love into your life. Link of that is in my bio. And if my videos have been helping you and you want to support me, you can also donate for my fruits, vegetables, rent, electricity bill, mobile bill, and all these things. So yeah, link of everything is in my bio. I'll see you in another video. I honestly love doing this. God, I truly, truly, truly just, it's so beautiful. It's truly beautiful. I want this to like really, yeah, I'm curious to see where Mother Earth leads me through this. God leads me through this. What they are building, through this.